Eto, ito ang unang story. Si McDonald Trump. Si Donald Trump, of course, is the former president of the United States, among other things. Okay? At siya ay natalo nung kanyang for his second term sana. Natalo nga lang siya. And now, he's running for president again. And he is on a race between him and Kamala Harris at this moment. Okay? So, itong si Kamala Harris, teka, okay. So, itong si Kamala Harris ay, or rather, ano pala, ang election sa kanila ay sa November 5 na. Okay, so ilang araw na lang, almost wala nang 2 weeks, 'di ba? Less than 2 weeks magbobotohan na sa kanila. Actually, nagsimula nang magbotohan ang sa kanila doon. Meron ng mga ano mga absentee voting, mga ganyan. And the election, early voting, mga ganyan, may mga bumoto na. But of course, ang pinakang main na batohan would be on the 5th. And kanya-kanyang diskarte etong mga itong dalawang kandidato na to together with their vice presidents, and etong si Donald Trump got the news cycle talking about him again dahil meron siyang stunt na ginawa. Ito nga, siya ay nagtrabaho sa McDonald's at nagluto ng french fries at humarap sa mga tawag dito sa drive-thru. Okay? So, as you can see, ayan, si Donald Trump. Tinanggal niya yung coat niya, naglagay siya ng apron, tapos, well, everybody knows that this is a stunt. Okay? And Donald Trump, kilala naman ng madaming tao yan, lalo na sa Amerika. They know that this guy is one of the richest people that ever lived. Kasi bilyonaryo yan eh. 'Di ba? And he was born in a rich family and never needed to work as a blue in a job like this in his life. But then again, ang mga sinasabi kasi sa kanya is since nasa real estate siya, he hung out frequently doon sa mga blue collar workers niya. So doon sa mga construction people, parang kasama niya daw 'yun. So he is kumbaga familiar siya doon sa galawan ng mga blue collar workers as despite being the owner of the billion-dollar company that he owns. Okay? So, at least yun ang sinasabi nila. And kaya daw ganyang magsalita si Donald Trump is because of his background na kaya siya populist. Kasi even though he is not exactly working class people, a person, he is familiar. Nakahalubila niya yung mga working class. Okay? Yun ang sinasabi nila. Of course, may madaming mga kritiko naman ang nagsasabi that this guy has never worked a day in his life. This guy had been handed everything to him in a silver platter, born with a silver spoon in his mouth, etc., etc. Okay, so I suppose wala na tayong, di na natin mapapatunayan yan dahil hindi naman natin nakita yon. Hindi naman natin nakasama si Donald Trump. Teka nga, baka nga wala ang audio. Ayun, meron. So, since hindi naman natin kayang patunayan yan, we can just judge him on how we see him in his character. Okay, so as you see this video, ayan parang nakikipag-interact siya dun sa drive-thru, kinakausap niya. Ayan, maglagay tayo ng konting audio.
Harry, look at
Ayan.
this guy. I'm not gonna mess with him, huh? How you doing, sir? Fantastic. Hello.
Okay.
How are you? Your new baby.
Pero actually parang every time nakikita ko si Trump
So this is compliments.
na ayan na nandyan, exposing himself in public, naiisip ko I can't help but imagine na bigla na lang siyang mababaril kasi 2 beses na siyang pinagtangkaan officially. Hindi natin alam kung may mga na-thwart pa na ano na mga attempt sa kanya.
I like this shop. I think I might come back and do it again. Thank you.
Okay, so yun, so ito yung stunt na ginawa ni Donald Trump recently. And we know everything. Hindi naman nila we know nobody is being fooled of believing na si Trump ay all of a sudden naging working class blue collar job na worker. Okay? I don't think they are claiming that. Actually, kaya ko pinakita to is because kasi sa atin kasi sa Pilipinas, madami tayong naririnig lagi-lagi na lang uh, only in the Philippines na walang kwenta yung mga politiko, 'di ba? Yung mga pakitang tao, 'di ba? Yung mga pakitang tao dito lang nangyayari sa Pilipinas. So, I just want to show that those kinds of stunts are being done elsewhere too. 'Di ba? Although, kumbaga parang kasama 'yon sa mga ano ginagawa talaga ng mga politiko 'yon, hindi lang dito. And kasi tool 'yan eh, marketing tool 'yan especially during an election, 'di ba? Pag gusto nilang kailangan kasi ang isang politiko whether we like it or not should have the ability to maintain the perception na maging popular sila kung ano man yung kinakagusto sa kanila ng mga tao. 'Di ba kailangan ma-maintain nila 'yon. Tingnan mo kaya si Duterte every now and then biglang mag-aangas, 'di ba? Kaya yung well, I suppose yung Duterte na ang pinaka ano, yung pinaka glaring na example niyan, 'di ba? Pag na-interview si Duterte tapos nagmura siya, 'di ba? Pag bumaba na yung popularity niya, meron lang siyang gagawin, 'di ba? That would show that he is the same person na binoto nyo, then he could maintain his popularity. So, ganun din ng tong ginagawa ni Trump. And every other politician in the world. Pero dito kasi sa ginawa ni Trump na to, bakit sa McDonald's specifically siya pumunta? Okay? May dahilan kasi yan kung bakit siya dyan sa McDonald's pumunta. Dahil etong si Kamala Harris na kanyang kalaban ay merong mga binanggit sa kanyang campaign trail even before pa. Okay? So, kasi si Kamala Harris ay actually just like Donald Trump was also born in a very wealthy family as well. Maybe not as wealthy and prominent as Donald Trump kasi celebrity si Donald Trump eh. Pero itong si Kamala Harris kasi came from a family na migrants from Jamaica who had slave owners yung family niya doon, 'di ba? So mayaman sila. Mayaman itong si Kamala Harris. Although she had been playing sinasabi niya she was born and raised in a middle class family. I don't know how she defines middle class. Hindi ko ba sinasabing brat siya no, pag habang lumalaki siya, although that's a possibility too. Pero dahil hindi ko naman siya kilala, 'di ba? All we have is the tawag dito. All we have is the words that she says and we hear about them, 'di ba? So that's all that we have to go with. So eto, si Kamala Harris, sinasabi niya na nagtrabaho daw siya sa McDonald's dati. Okay? So dahil dahil, dahil tatakbo siya ng presidente, hinalungkat ngayon. So totoo ba na nagtrabaho ka sa McDonald's habang basically nag-working student daw siya ng isang buwan ata, ganun. Basta isang summer job, nagtrabaho siya sa McDonald's, working the fries and working tawag dito, working the ice cream, 'di ba? Basta nagtrabaho siya doon as service crew. So ngayon, hinalungkat ng mga tao kung totoo ba? Totoo ba talaga? Eh ang nangyari, wala silang nahanap na pruweba, 'di ba? Walang picture si Kamala Harris na naka McDonald's crew attire siya. Tapos walang mga tao na lumalabas para magpatunay na tawag dito na isa siyang na dati niyang kasamahan doon, 'di ba? Tapos eto, tinanong yung McDonald's, what has McDonald's said? So the Telegraph visited all three McDonald's restaurants in the Alameda region of California where Miss Harris claims to have worked and found that employees teka, thanks. And found that employees had been sworn to secrecy at one of the sites. 'Di ba? So parang anong masama? Ano kailangang i-secret doon sa pagtatrabaho mo sa McDonald's? So nagiging CD, so lalong nagku-curious yung mga tao, 'di ba? So it is not known which branch she worked at, but at one location pictured below, they had been instructed by bosses not to talk about the vice president. 'Di ba? Ano bang unang-una, ano bang masama kung nagtrabaho ka doon? Eh, nilagay niya nga sa resume niya, 'di ba? So so ngayon, nilagay niya tapos ngayon parang hirap na hirap sila na patunayan, 'di ba? How easy would it be kung totoong nag-ano ka, kung totoong nagtrabaho ka sa McDonald's, 'di ba? So, ilagay mo lang doon. So, there are tons of ways to prove na nagtrabaho ka talaga sa McDonald's. Either yung dating boss mo, tawagan mo, 'di ba? Tapos yung records ng McDonald's itself, pero wala silang maipakitang gano'n. Kaya ngayon, syempre, naging parang hot topic 'yan. Kasi madami ng issue si Kamala Harris about lying. Uh, yung iba may mga sinabi niya tungkol sa race niya, tungkol sa family niya. Kasi nga dating slave owners yung pamilya niya sa Jamaica eh. So I suppose may mga hindi sila gustong malaman, 'di ba? And yung ibang mga stands niya na about immigration, about tawag dito, about economics, 'di ba? Pabago-bago siya. Okay, she has flipped so hard na parang hindi na sigurado yung mga tao kung totoo ba yung sinasabi mo. Na yun ba talaga yung pinapaniwalaan mo ngayon? Kasi that is, yung mga sinasabi niyang stands niya ngayon are the exact opposites of what she was saying before. Nung una siyang tumakbo as the Democrat nominee noong 2020. Okay, inom lang ako. So ngayon, etong si Donald Trump, balik tayo kay Donald Trump. So para i-troll si Kamala Harris, actually tinotroll niya lang talaga si Kamala Harris dito. Ang ginawa niya, nagtrabaho siya sa McDonald's. Kasi actually gino-joke na yan, matagal na mga doon sa ibang mga interviews niya binabanggit niya na ano daw, magtatrabaho daw siya sa McDonald's. Kasi magtrabaho lang siya ng 30 minutes doon, kayang-kaya puwede niya nang sabihin na, "Ako nagtrabaho ako sa McDonald's, ikaw hindi." 'Di ba? Kasi wala siyang proof, kasi may proof siya, eto, oh, naka-video na nagtatrabaho siya sa McDonald's, 'di ba? So gano'n kaungas itong si Donald Trump, which is if you're gonna look up this news cycle, Ganito of course in his fan base, patok na patok 'to, 'di ba? Tuwang-tuwa sila diyan. And if you listen, si Donald Trump looks happy doing it, 'di ba parang nag-e-enjoy siya At saka the people were actually mocking him. Kasi sinabi niya na before, sinasabi niya mahilig daw siya sa McDonald's. Itong si Donald Trump, paborito niya daw 'yun. So, dahil mataba siya, ayan, napala mo, kaka-McDonald's mo. So, they're mocking him about McDonald's. Tapos ngayon, yan, just McDonald's. And of course, it helps too pala that McDonald's is one of the biggest pag sinabi McDonald's, parang ano na yan pagdating sa fast food, American fast food talaga yan That is one of the biggest examples of Americana that you can think of, 'di ba? Parang Coca-Cola, 'di ba? Parang apple pie, 'di ba? Parang 4th of July na nga yang McDonald's kung tutuusin. So, napakalaking kumpanya at madaming nagtatrabaho at it is essentially a part of American life and culture. So, having the brand McDonald's connected to you at least for one day, and I doubt siguro mga ilang araw pang papalo tong news cycle na to, 'di ba? Kasi kahit dun sa of course yung mga kalaban niya, yung mga Democrats, they hate this, 'di ba? Parang they're mocking him, they're criticizing him na parang you're making a mockery, you're cosplaying the blue collar worker, 'di ba? Na hindi siya kumbaga nakakabastos yung ginagawa mo, 'di ba? Tapos ito yung isang example ng mga nagki-criticize sa kanya dahil dito.
McDonald's customers were shocked over the weekend after they were greeted by Donald Trump at the drive-through window of a McDonald's restaurant in Philadelphia.
Everybody.
Hey,
I'm having a lot of fun here, everybody.
oh my God, oh my God.
Nakakaprading siya parang anytime mababaril siya
Donald Trump immediately got to work swapping his suit jacket for an apron to start his shift.
That's great, thank you.
Walang golden arches doon sa apron.
Donald Trump worked the floor across the entire McDonald's restaurant, from salting fries
So grab
Let me
that.
give him extra salt.
No. Yep. Oh, yep. Good. Right there. And then we're gonna grab the fry scoop right here.
Right?
Okay.
Mr. President, you made it possible for ordinary people like us to meet you.
You're not
I
ordinary.
mean,
Yeah.
thank you
Diba?
so much.
You are not ordinary. I can see.
We pray for you, and you are the type of person we want to be the president.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, I took a bullet. That's right.
Thank you, Mr. President.
When you think about it, I guess that's right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
and meeting fans desperate to save America.
A
Pangalawan.
lot of fun here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so mag-interact siya.
Have a good time.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see you.
You too.
Bye,
Nice to
darling.
see you.
Ayan tapos dun sa labas, ganyan kadami yung tao. Ewan ko kung merong politiko dito na kayang gawin yan. Kaya ba ni Duterte yan? Tingin mo at his height?
Despite reveling in the buzz of the day, Donald Trump
Siguro,
didn't
no?
pass up an
Kaya ni
opportunity to
Duterte yan.
take swipes at Kamala Harris.
I'm looking for a job, and I've always wanted to work.
Ayan,
at
yan yung
McDonald's.
sinasabi
I
niya.
never did. I'm running against somebody that said she did, but it turned out to be a totally phony story. So,
President Trump.
Well, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody.
He then made a hilarious quip in response to a reporter's question, saying, "I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala."
I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
Are you going to put this on your
I
resume?
never worked here.
Why would she lie about something like that? Will be put on your resume.
I worked at McDonald's.
Why would she lie about that?
Why? Because she's lying Kamala, that's why.
Donald
Meron akong
Trump
buko
even
pa
had
eh.
a conciliatory moment with the media pack, where he gave them some French fries.
So happy.
No, mga kaaway niya yan eh.
For you, okay? Grab. You want to move him back? Here, here.
But MSNBC wasn't
Yan.
convinced. Unsurprisingly, the hosts and guests piled on Trump, saying the McDonald's shift
There's a-
was a stunt and that he appears to be unwell.
If you're on his campaign, and I know you are certainly not, I'm not making any implication of that, but what is the logic behind this, going to a McDonald's? I mean, we know the guy likes Big Macs and filet of fish, and he's used
Diba?
the word love to describe the way he feels about the food there before.
Diba? You're mocking him for loving McDonald's. This is ano eh. Then yung liberal media, 'di ba? Mocking Trump for loving McDonald's. Hindi ba nila alam na kung gaano kadaming Amerikano ang araw-araw kumakain sa McDonald's? 'Di ba? So, who are they mocking actually? Yun ang hindi naiisip kasi nitong mga liberal elites na to sa media eh. 'Di ba? Kaya nagiging popular si Donald Trump. 'Di ba? Isipin mo, imamak mo yung kung halimbawa nanonood ka sa kanila tapos at that very moment may hawak-hawak kang french fries at saka Big Mac habang kumakain ka, nanonood ka ng TV. 'Di ba? So, yun ang hindi na nare-realize nitong mga elitista na to. Na parang you're mocking Donald Trump, but at the same time, you are mocking the millions and millions of Americans who eat at McDonald's every day.
But what's this about?
There's no logic to it. It's a stunt. He has not put forth an economic agenda.
Yan, so totoo naman na stunt naman talaga to, 'di ba? I don't think they're trying to do anything else but to dito na stunt naman talaga to, and gusto lang nilang asarin si Harris and ipamuka at ilagay sa focus yung sinasabi niya ni Kamala Harris na nagtrabaho siya sa McDonald's na hindi niya mapatunayan, 'di ba? So this is just Donald Trump dominating the news cycle for 1 or 2 days in the crucial moments of the election. Kasi ngayon, lumalamang na si Donald Trump eh. Lumalamang na si Donald Trump and he has flipped battleground states already para bumoto sa kanya. 'Di ba? So, yung battleground states, ang ibig sabihin nun, 'di ba sa US madaming states, 50 states 'yun, 'di ba? California, New York, Texas, 'di ba? Florida, mga states 'yun, iba't iba 'yun. So kada state merong mga blue states at merong mga red states. Yung mga traditionally blue states katulad ng California, ano 'yan? California, New York, Illinois, mga ganun. Mga Democrats madalas ang mga binoboto nila. Kaya sila blue kasi blue ang kulay ng Democrats. Yung red states, mga Republicans naman ang binoboto nila, 'di ba? Yung Florida, red state 'yan. Although minsan nagfi-flip. Di ko pa alam masyado. Yung Texas, alam ko red din 'yun eh. Anyway, yung mga battleground states, yun yung nagfi-flip. Hindi ka sigurado kung magiging blue o red 'yon. So, tuwing election, doon sila nagfo-focus. 'Di ba? Doon kaya battleground state ang tawag. So, pag na-flip mo 'yon na if you win a battleground state, that is a big deal. 'Di ba? So, yun yung mga mga undecided, 'di ba? Basta ganun, gets nyo na 'yon. So ngayon, doon sa mga battleground states na 'yon, neck to neck si Donald Trump at si Kamala Harris. Yun nga lang, historically, si Donald Trump overperforms doon sa results noong kanilang polls. So let's say ang polling kay Donald Trump is let's say 50%. Pagdating ng election time, nagiging 52 o 53 siya, Ganun. So, kung neck to neck sila ngayon, kung tied sila right now, then pagdating ng election, lalamang si Trump. Yun ang sinasabi historically nung how he performs during elections. So, kung tabla sila, delikado si Kamala, historically speaking. Kaya sila nagpapanik. So, ngayong itong mga remaining days before the election, ano siya, importante yan. Kasi, importante na ikaw yung pag-usapan. Okay? And itong si Donald Trump, dahil sa stunt na to, for sure, hindi irresistible kasi sa media to eh. Irresistible na itong stunt na ganito, irresistible sa kanya na hindi pansinin si Donald Trump. Lalo na pag nagpapansin si Donald Trump, siguradong papansinin siya ng media. Parang si Chris Aquino, 'di ba? Dati. 'Di ba si Chris Aquino, kahit nabubuisit ka na sa kanya, laging siyang pinapansin ng media. Ganon si Donald Trump, hindi sila makatiis. So, Donald Trump capitalizes on this, and Kamala Harris had been fumbling her interviews doon sa mga pinupuntahan niyang podcast, pupuntahan niyang doon sa Fox News, 'di ba? Nagtambay cast kami ni Jay Aruga last time. So, she had been unable to present her case thoroughly. Dun, yung mga detalye ng mga plano niya, hindi niya magawa na ilatag ng maayos. So, hindi pa rin siya kilala ng mga tao. Okay? So ngayon, by Donald Trump dominating the news cycle, it leaves Kamala Harris very little. Kumbaga, tinatanggalan niya ng panahon si Kamala Harris to make herself known for those people na nasa battleground states. Kasi yun ang importante eh. Kasi yung mga base niya, boboto na sa kanya yun eh. 'Di ba? Yung mga undecided, yun ang pinaglalabanan nila. 'Di ba? So yung mga woke na diyan, safe na si Kamala sa kanila, 'di ba? Yung mga yung mga blue collar, yun ang mga nila, yun ang mga pinaglalabanan nitong dalawang ito. Okay, and Donald Trump winning the news cycle is bad news for Kamala, whether it is good, whether they portray Donald Trump as good or bad. Ganon.
He, as you know, appears to be not well, and he's engaged in some really bizarre types of activities during this.
Diba? Really bizarre types of activities. Diba? So, Donald Trump is working the fries at McDonald's and they're calling it a bizarre activity. Diba? Eh, yung mga tao, a lot of people na kahit yung mga yumaman na ngayon, 'di ba? Kasi stepping stone jobs tong mga ganito eh. 'Di ba? Kahit nga yung mga celebrities, madami sa kanila nagtrabaho rin sa as service crew sa mga fast food. Probably sa McDonald's din, 'di ba? Mga naging mga naging gasoline boy, mga ganyan at kung ano-ano pa. And now, they're calling that kind of job bizarre. Diba? So,
this campaign.
Yeah.
So this is just another one of those stunts that he will continue on through the campaign. And I think that we need to really focus on making sure that he is not elected, of course, because he is a threat to our democracy, but also the Harris-Walsh agenda is about the economy, reducing the cost of living, reducing the cost of prescription drugs, reducing the cost of housing, and making life better for everyone. And that's what we have to focus on and make sure we get every voter to the polls and make sure that the voters vote for the future, not taking the country backwards, as you see what Donald Trump continues to try to do.
Yun. So, teka. Anuin ko lang. Wait. Yun. So, yun ang reaction ng mainstream media dito sa ginawa ni Donald Trump. Pero if you ask me, just by winning the news cycle, I think at this crucial time in the campaign, in the election, ayan ito yung mga naging tweet. MSNBC says working at McDonald's is bizarre and strange. This is how Kamala Harris and the elites think of everyday Americans who work everyday jobs. 'Di ba? That's one way to interpret it. Kung galit ka kay Trump, edi isipin mo, oo nga. Mag-a-agree ka dun sa nagsasalita. Pero kung ano ka, hindi ka naman masyadong political, 'di ba? Pero you want to participate, parang oo nga no, 'di ba? Kung hindi ka naman nagfa-follow dun sa mga news, 'di ba? Alam mo lang na election kasi may mga ganun kahit naman dito sa atin may ganun din So sa Amerika may mga ganun din. Tapos yan ang maririnig mo sa kanila. Mawiwirdohan ka dun sa nagsasalita. Hindi kay Donald Trump. Okay. So, yun. As of now, Donald Trump, I think, kasi itong stunt na to, ngayon niya na lang ginagawa to Kasi even before the election started, yung campaign period, nakikipagdebate na siya dun sa iba't ibang mga news anchors from different channels, and he has engaged in very hostile interviews all throughout the last couple of years, 'di ba? And ngayon, yun ang hindi ginagawa ni Kamala Harris before, 'di ba? Nagtatago siya sa mga media Hindi nga siya ngayon nga lang siya nagpapa-interview si Kamala Harris. And now, ngayon siya nagkukumahog na kailangan kong magpa-interview kasi hindi siya kilala ng mga tao, 'di ba? Si Donald Trump, Americans have known him since the 90s. So hindi niya problema 'yon. Kamala Harris, yun ngang pag sinabi mong Harris, si Harris, 'di ba? Parang sino 'yun? Pag hindi mo binanggit yung Kamala, 'di ba? Hindi mo kilala kung sinong Harris ang tinutukoy Pero si Trump, kilala mo talaga. Kahit Donald, the Don. 'Di ba? It's just reality na ganun talaga ka-popular si Donald Trump at kailangan humabol ni Kamala Harris sa kanya in terms of that. And she is not ngayon hindi niya na manage yun kasi nagtatago lang siya all throughout her vice president term. Tapos ngayon naging she was propelled into the presidency, 'di ba? Presidential race. Hindi siya kilala ng mga tao. And now, Donald Trump is stealing precious time from her campaign with mga nakakainis na stunts like this. So, all things considered, itong move na to is actually quite brilliant for Trump. Okay? Ito, ano kaya masasabi ni FEJ dyan? Nako, nag-aaway kami ni FEJ. Yan ang pinag-aawayan namin ni FEJ. Pero mahal ko na yung si FEJ. Pero dito, pinagtatalunan namin yan. Anyway, ano pa ba? So, hindi ko alam, pero ganito at the end of the day, hindi natin alam kung sino mananalo between Kamala and Donald Trump. Okay? Kasi noong last time, kala nung mga Republicans, mananalo talaga si Donald Trump against Joe Biden. Tapos natalo, di ba? Malay mo, ganun din ang mangyari. Anyway, pero madami na rin kasing pagbabago since then kasi right now kakampi na ni ni Donald Trump si Elon Musk, who owns Twitter. Dati kasi nung hindi pa si Elon Musk ang may-ari ng Twitter, luging-lugi talaga si Donald Trump, lalo na sa Twitter, sa social media, kasi kalaban nila yung kalaban niya ang Twitter, kalaban niya ang Facebook, kalaban niya ang YouTube. Banned siya sa lahat ng mga platforms na yan 'Di ba? Isipin mo 'yon. Kalalaban ng election at this time na wala kang social media. Kaya nga gumawa siya ng sarili niya yung Truth Social. Ngayon, kakampi niya na si Elon Musk. So, kahit papaano, nakakatabla siya. So, 'yon. Abangan natin kung ano ang mangyayari dito sa American politics. Bantay-bantayan lang natin ang mga pangyayari. Yun lang. First story done. Like, subscribe. Paalam.